Billy, bit of a shocker that, wasn't it really? Never really got going, did you?
Well, I thought first, I've got to say that I'm surprised that's Yeovil's first victory, looking at them in the first 45 minutes. Because I thought the first 45 minutes, their appetite was good. Their attitude was good. We quite simply didn't turn up at the office. But having said that, at 1-0, you can't afford to miss penalties. And that's no doubt a big turning point. I thought they deserved to be in front first 45 minutes because of a very good work rate and a very good appetite for the game. And then second half, well played Hennessy. I thought he was excellent, deserved his man of the match, and put in a super performance second half to give them the victory.
Billy, you're a big fan of stats. You've had 27 efforts on goal again today. Is that a sign that you need a bit of firepower?
I think you've got to give credit where credit's due, Paul. I think Hennessy deserved his man of the match. The people that gave him the man of the match obviously seen what he was doing today, and I thought we just did not turn up first 45 minutes. That takes nothing away from the home team. I thought the home team's work rate was very good, and you could see they were up for it more than what we were. And we just had quite simply a bad day at the office in the first 45 minutes. But certainly, 2 excellent goals that they've scored in the first 45. A missed penalty that's cost us dearly. Second half, again, loads of chances, loads of control, but a very well-deserved man of the match performance for their goalkeeper.
But you say you were surprised that they only got, one win before that?
Yeah.
You obviously looked at them and whatever. We were surprised. Last week it was a totally different performance against Brighton. So,
well, I can only tell you what I see, and what I see today in the first 45 minutes was a very hungry Yeovil side that gave their manager and staff a lot to be pleased about, because they certainly showed more of that than we did. We certainly did not turn up, as I said, and we never deserved anything. They've scored a couple of great goals, as we know. The penalty kick, without doubt, is a big turning point, but it all comes down to the second half, quite simply an outstanding goalkeeping performance that gave them the 3 points.
What do you think about the penalty award, Billy? What do you think?
Difficult to say. I'm giving you an answer that you don't expect, or you expect, but I genuinely don't. I need to see the penalty, to be honest, but it was a disappointment.
What can the team sort of learn from that going forward? You sort of said they didn't turn up for the first half, but going forward, how do you sort of make sure that doesn't happen?
We don't learn anything from it. We know this is Championship. We know that through the Championship, the blue sky doesn't exist every single weekend. There is dark clouds and disappointing days ahead. There'll be ups and downs and bumps and bruises. I keep saying this all the time. The people that try to mock any team in this division don't know the game. There is no easy game in this league. You've got to respect every team, because every team has got good players and they work hard and they do what they can. But unless your attitude's right, ours wasn't in the first 45 minutes. We didn't turn up at the office. We had a bad day at the office. Probably best summed up by Jamal Lascelles, when I said to the young lad, but doing well, and he should have scored in the second half with his header, and he said, yeah, on another day. And I think that was probably summed up. On another day, things could have been different, but Hennessy was excellent.
I know you warned the players in the build-up to the game not to be complacent. Did you see any of that out there in the first half, or was it something else?
No, you try to give them pre-warning. You try to tell them about the type of team you play, the position that they're in. You try to tell them the situation. We know that this is football, and football's a great leveller. And unless your attitude's right and you do what you've got to do, then that's what happens in the first 45 minutes. 2 great goals, but a terrible penalty miss. Thoroughly deserved 3-1 situation at half-time for them. And then second half, we could have played another 45 minutes, I think. We would not have beat Hennessy today in the second half, because he was outstanding.
Sorry? What's the situation with Calvin Wilson?
He's picked up the same back problem. Unfortunately, he's now had an injection, which is going to keep him out for a number of weeks. The same with Danny Collins with his ankle ligament damage. Is probably going to be a number of weeks. But, as I said, it's now time for young Jamal to step in. That was the reason for not loaning him out. I always knew that time would come when we'd try to fit him into the team. Thought he'd done very well today. Thought Yara was excellent for us as well, midfield. But, as I said, we'll get in next week again and we'll go again.
Was it 4 years ago you got to the playoffs? How would you compare this squad with the squad you had then?
I look for next week. I don't talk about anything else in the past. I'm prepared now for next week. Next week, we'll prepare again. We'll learn our lesson. We'll look at the video and we'll do all we do. Excuse me. And in this business, you've got to look forward. That's exactly what we'll do. We'll look forward. We're in the top 6. As I said, it's a championship. Lots of ups and downs. And good credit to the home team today for the first 45 minutes. And from me to Hennessy, well done, you big so-and-so, you played well.
Blackpool, isn't it, next week?
Blackpool, yes.
Billy, they're the smallest club, smallest budget. Do you think they can survive on that sort of?
Well, listen, I don't look at, and I said this last week when somebody's talking about, this division.
Yeah.
I don't believe in budgets. I don't believe in traditions and history. I believe that every single game you've got to be up for the game. And like last week at Bournemouth when we done the same thing, and Paul, 29 shots at goal. Again, we had a chance to score many goals. We didn't. It might just be the period of time we're going through at the moment. But learn to turn up in the office at the first 45 minutes. I think that's a message from today. But certainly, as I said, good credit to Yeovil. Well done first 45 minutes. And well done, Hennessy.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.